Hey everyone, welcome back to Portfoliozz. Today we are diving into a space that's quietly transforming how India builds, creates, and innovates. And that's 3D printing, or as the tech vlogs call it, additive manufacturing. Now you might think 3D printing is just about making funky keychains or toy models. But trust me, it's way bigger than that. In India, it's being used for building homes, designing rocket parts, and even creating custom medical implants. So let's unpack where India stands in this space, what's driving the growth, where the technology is being used, and who the major players are. Let's start with the big picture. In 2023, India's 3D printing market was worth about $61 million. And by 2030, it's expected to hit $314 million. That's around 26% annual growth, which is pretty insane. So what's pushing this growth? A few things. The Make in India campaign is encouraging local manufacturing. There's increasing demand for custom products like dental implants, jewelry designs, and car parts. Desktop 3D printers are getting cheaper, making them accessible to startups, SMEs, even schools. And finally, we are seeing improvements in materials, not just plastics, but metals, concrete, and even biomaterials. Now let's talk about the actual tech. There are different types of 3D printing, and each one is used for specific stuff. The most common one is FDM, or Fused Deposition Modeling. It's affordable, easy to use, and great for prototyping. You'll see this in schools, colleges, and small workshops. Companies like Wall 3D and Brahma 3 are big names in this space. Then there's SLA, which uses UV light to cure resin. It's super precise and great for making things like dental aligners or intricate jewelry. Imaginarium and Altum Technologies are doing some amazing work here. Next is SLS, where powder materials like nylon are fused with lasers. It's used for strong, durable parts, think automotive and aerospace. Think 3D and Divide by Zero are the names to remember here. And let's not forget metal 3D printing. Here we are talking about rocket engine components, surgical tools, and even parts for fighter jets. ISRO uses this for rockets, so does DRDO. We also have Polyjet for multi-material prints, and then there's concrete 3D printing. Yes, literally printing houses. Startups like Twasta and big names like L&T are using it to build affordable housing and even public infrastructure. Now let's look at where all this tech is being used. In healthcare, we have got custom prosthetics, dental devices, and even 3D printed models to help surgeons prep before operations. Some IITs are even working on bioprinting for tissue engineering. Wild, right? In aerospace and defense, ISRO is using 3D printing for lightweight rocket parts. DRDO is doing the same for drones and aircraft components. Automotive companies like Mahindra and Tata Motors use it for rapid prototyping and lightweight parts, which helps cut both time and cost. Then there's construction. This one's cool. Twasta built a 600 square foot house in just 21 days using concrete 3D printing, and L&T printed an actual post office in Bangalore. Jewelry? Yeah, that too. 3D printing is changing the game here, and super intricate designs that save on material and time. And in education, more and more schools and colleges are putting 3D printers in labs. Not just for engineering, but for design, biology, and even fashion. Even consumers are getting into it. Personalized phone cases, home decor, and small accessories are being printed by companies like Wall 3D and 3Dink. Okay, now let's talk about innovation. What about startups? Some names to know. Companies like Divide by Zero, Brahma 3, and Fractal Works are building indigenous printers. Material innovation is also picking up. Wall 3D, for instance, is working on eco-friendly filaments made from recycled plastics and bio-based materials. In construction, companies like Twasta are working on scalable, low-cost 3D printing tech for solving India's housing challenges. And there's some serious government push too. The National Strategy for Additive Manufacturing, launched in 2022, is meant to boost R&D and industrial use. Now, if you're wondering who's leading the charge in India, here are some names to remember. Imaginarium, a big player in jewelry, healthcare and automotive. Divide by Zero, known for their own patented 3D printers. Altum Technologies works closely with aerospace and medical sectors. Think 3D supplies to ISRO, Microsoft and University. Twasta pioneers in concrete printing. L&T Construction, the only major listed company in this space. Wall 3D, Brahma 3, 3Dink, making printing more accessible to everyday users. Interestingly, JK Enterprises Limited is a listed firm making moves in 3D printing for defense and aerospace. Well, as more local companies make printers and materials, costs will come down. More schools are adding 3D printing to their curriculum, so that skill gap will shrink. We'll see more sustainable materials, and government support will hopefully fill the gaps in policy. That's it for today's episode. If you found this interesting, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow tech lovers, and don't forget to subscribe to Portfoliozz for more deep dives into India's emerging industries. Got questions or ideas for future topics? Drop them in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Stock market investments are subject to market risk. Please do your own research before investing.